Have you ever believed you were in control, only to realize that something unseen was actually pulling your strings? What if the very things you think you own, your emotions, your habits, your thoughts, have quietly been owning you? Today's story challenges the way we define freedom. It helps uncover the invisible ropes that quietly hold us back in life. So, listen closely. Because while the lesson is simple, it's powerful enough to change the way you live. One warm afternoon in the quiet town of Silverbrook, a philosophy teacher named Professor Allen was taking a walk with a small group of students near the Old Town Marketplace. The group included Noah, Lucas, Iran, and a few others. The market was alive with footsteps, chatter, and the slow movement of animals weaving between stalls. Suddenly, they saw a farmer struggling with a large cow. He was trying to pull it forward with a thick rope, but the animal refused to move. It stood there, firm and unmoving, like it had rooted itself to the earth. The tug-of-war had clearly been going on for a while, and passers-by were watching with quiet amusement, doing nothing. Professor Allen raised his hand and said calmly, "Hold on a moment." He called his students over and said, "Take a close look. Life has a way of teaching us profound truths in the simplest of moments." Then he asked them, "Tell me who is really tied to whom. Is the cow tied to the man, or is the man tied to the cow? Who's the master, and who's the servant?" Noah answered quickly, "Sir, it's obvious. The man's the master. He's holding the rope. The cow is tied, so wherever he goes, it must follow." Professor Allen gave a quiet smile. "That makes sense," he said. "But now, watch carefully." He reached into his pocket, pulled out a small knife, and without warning, cut the rope. The moment the rope snapped, the cow bolted. It ran through the crowd and vanished. The farmer, caught off guard, scrambled after it, yelling its name, desperate to catch it. Professor Allen turned to his students. "Now tell me again who was truly tied." The cow had no interest in the man. It only stayed because of the rope. But the man, he couldn't let go. He was tied by need, by fear, by his own unwillingness to lose control. The students stood in silence as the weight of the moment sank in. Professor Allen continued, "This is how our minds work. We believe we control our anger, our jealousy, our pride, our fears. But in truth, we chase them. We feed them. We protect them. And slowly, they begin to control us. These thoughts do not care about our peace. They do not serve our joy. Yet we hold on to them, convincing ourselves that we are in control. Years pass, and the mind becomes crowded, heavy, and restless, not because life is cruel, but because we refuse to let go." He looked each student in the eye and said, "The moment you lose interest in a thought, it loses its power over you. Just like the cow, when there's no attachment, no chase, it disappears. In life, we say, 'This is mine, my status, my comfort, my reputation, my expectations.' But ownership creates chains. The more you depend, the more you serve. Real freedom begins the moment you release the rope." That day, something shifted in the students. They realized that freedom wasn't about changing the world around them. It was about releasing the grip inside that kept them restless. Peace didn't have to wait. It was a choice available in the now. A quiet mind, an unburdened heart, and the courage to let go. So remember this: if you seek peace, stop chasing what hurts you. If you seek clarity, let go of what clouds your mind. And if you seek true freedom, release the rope you were never meant to carry. A quiet, empty mind is not weakness. It is one of the most powerful places a person can live from. If this story spoke to your heart, share it with someone who needs it. And keep moving forward, lighter, freer, and wiser than before.